we performed the complete postmortem of self variable. Okay, almost one session we spend only on the self. Okay, so can you please observe that self is a reference variable which is always pointing to current object within the Python class. To access current object, we have to use a self. Okay, observe very carefully about this one. What is the self? What is the purpose? Within the Python class, to access, to refer current object within the Python class, to refer current object, we can use a self. Okay, like next, the first argument to the constructor is always a self. The first argument to the instance method is always a self. Okay, so is always a self. Okay, like we are not required to provide value for self variable. PVM itself will provide value. We are not required to provide value for self variable. PVM itself is going to provide the value. Okay, like next, here we can use a self. We can use a self always within the Python class only. Outside of the Python class, self is meaningless. Remember that. Okay, what is the purpose of self? So within the constructor, to declare object related, to declare instance variable. Inside the instance method, to access the values of instance variable, we can use. So now, can you please confirm, is it a keyword or not? Yes, please respond. Self is a keyword or not? Yes, respond friends. Is it a keyword or not? So it's not a keyword. It's not a keyword. So we can use any name like delf, kelf, etc. But it's recommended to use a self. So I hope when compared with the previous session, I mean, so earlier sessions, sir, after completing previous session, everyone got basic idea, clear idea about self, correct? Still, do you have any doubts about the self terminology? Is that clear for you, right? Okay, now the next concept what I have to do is the complete postmortem. Okay, okay, the complete postmortem about constructors, okay, here also. So there are multiple points are there to discuss about these things, right? Okay, complete postmortem about constructors, right? Sir, can you please tell, so constructor is a special method. Remember this one, sir. Constructor is a special method. Okay, constructor is a special method. Okay, the name of the constructor is always, remember this one, the name of the constructor is always, what is the name, sir? Can you please spell out? Underscore underscore init underscore underscore, compulsory friends. Okay, the name of the constructor is always okay, underscore underscore init underscore underscore. Next, so can you please tell, so when the constructor, is it required to call constructor explicitly? Yes friends, is it required to call constructor explicitly? No, we are not required. Okay, we are not required to call constructor explicitly. Okay, explicitly, it will be executed automatically. It will be executed automatically whenever we are creating an object. Okay, whenever we are creating an object, okay, like, sir, please take a bit very special care. All these theoretical things we covered already. We are not required to call explicitly. Whenever we are creating an object, automatically the constructor will be executed. Any doubt about this one? Up to this, is it clear for you people, right? Yes friends, up to this, is it clear, right? Any doubt about these things? But still there are multiple points are there. These are things we will discuss, so don't worry at all. Okay, now here let me take a small example, right? Okay, class test. Okay, can I use the word here? 1 minute, let me write again. Class test I'm trying to take. Okay, there underscore underscore init underscore 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 init underscore underscore self. Okay, like I'm trying to take. Now sir, print constructor execution, constructor execution, like I'm taking, sir. That's all, sir. Now can I use the word is it a constructor or not? Please confirm or respond. Is it a constructor or not? Yes. Okay, now I'm trying to take t1 is equal to test. Whenever we are creating an object, whenever we are creating an object, automatically constructor will be executed or not? Yes, constructor will be executed, right? Yes, where is the proof for that? Now let me execute this code. Yes, constructor execution, observe carefully, right? Constructor execution, like sir. Now my question is, how many times constructor will be executed? Please respond. How many times constructor will be executed, sir? So per object constructor will be executed only once. Remember carefully, right? Suppose per object, okay, per object, per object constructor will be executed, constructor will be executed only once. Okay, per object constructor will be executed only once. Please take a bit very special care about this terminology, right? Sir, here how many objects we created, sir? Only one object. That's why constructor executing how many times? Only once, only once. Suppose if I'm taking t2 is equal to test, t3 is equal to test, like let me take sir, t2 is equal to test, t3 is equal to test, t4, okay, like a t5. Sir, how many objects we created? Yes, can you please confirm how many objects we created, sir? Yes, respond. How many objects we created? We created multiple objects, multiple objects. I mean 5 objects. Sir, how many times constructor will be executed? Yes, friends. How many times constructor will be executed in this case? Yes, 5 times. 5 times. Because the reason for that, for every object, constructor will be executed separately. Okay, that's why how many times constructor will be executed, sir? 5 times it is going to be executed. Now have a look once. Perfect. I hope everyone in the position to understand these are 4 important conclusions. Constructor is a special method. The name of the constructor is always underscore underscore init. We are not required to call constructor explicitly. Constructor will be executed automatically whenever we are creating an object. Next, per object, how many times constructor will be executed, sir? Okay, only once. Don't feel the constructor concept got completed. There are multiple things still to discuss. Don't worry. Up to whatever I discussed, is that clear? Do you have any doubt? Up to this, whatever I discussed, is it clear, right? Okay, well, sir, now what is the main purpose of constructor? Okay, it is a very important, sir. For which purpose we can use constructor? We can use constructor. Sir, let me bring our last example. Here, class student I'm taking. Listen very carefully, sir. Def underscore underscore init underscore underscore self I'm trying to take name of the student, next roll number of the student, and the marks of the student. Okay, like now here just self dot name is equal to name, self dot roll number is equal to roll number, self dot roll number is equal to roll number, self dot marks is equal to marks, like I'm trying to take. Okay, sir, here observe that this is the constructor what we are doing. Can you please confirm for which purpose I'm using the constructor? Let me create an object. S1 is equal to student of the S1 is equal to student of, okay, sir, name assume that Sunny, okay, roll number 101 and marks 90 I'm trying to take. Yeah, can you please confirm if I'm creating an object, automatically this constructor is going to be executed? Okay, and this Sunny will become name, and the 101 will become roll number, and the 90 will become marks. Okay, 90 itself will become marks. Now, can you please confirm self dot name? This line is going to execute. This line is going to execute. This line is going to execute. Can you please confirm what this constructor is doing? Usually, what code we are writing inside the constructor? Yes, friends. Ah, excellent. Very important. So here, do you know? Here, just take a bit very special care about this terminology, friends. Especially the people who are coming from Java background. Okay, class student I'm taking. Okay, class student I'm taking. String name name. Okay, int roll number int roll number. Next int marks we have to take, and then student of string name int roll number. Next int marks. Okay, now this dot name is equal to name. Next this dot marks is equal to marks. Sorry, this dot roll number. This dot roll number is equal to roll number. This dot roll number is equal to roll number. This dot marks is equal to marks, like I have. Now take very special case, sir. So the people who are coming from Java background, Java background, do you know what is this one? Please respond. What is this part? What is this part? This part is called constructor. Constructor. This part is called constructor. In Java, in Java, the name of the class and the name of the constructor must be same. Remember carefully. The name of the class and the name of the constructor must be same. If the class name is the student, constructor is the student. If the class is the employee, then constructor is the employee. If the class is the account, then constructor is always account. Okay, like the name of the constructor is the same as class name, should be same as class name in most of other languages, but in Python the name of the constructor is always okay in this style. Any doubt? So yeah, Gautam, don't create new doubts, we will discuss all those things, don't worry. Okay, so definitely once if I'm telling the word constructors completed, then you can ask your doubts if it is not going to be covered. So here, have you observed, right? Yes, have you observed, right? This is this thing itself is nothing but okay, constructor in Python. So whether the class name is the student or employee or account, name of the constructor is always the same. Correct, right? Respond. Name of the constructor, is it always the same or not? Yes, but in Java, name of the constructor is varied from class to class. Okay, so if it is the student, then the name is the student. If it is the employee, then the name is the employee. Okay, like it's always same as the class name. Next, here we are declaring the variables. Where we are declaring variables, can you please confirm? Is within the constructor or outside the constructor? Okay, remember, for every student, name, roll number, marks are required. These variables are called instance variables, where we are declaring within the class directly. Outside of the constructor, we are declaring. This thing is by default considered as declaring variables. Okay, now here what we are performing? We are performing initialization, because the for every object name is required, roll number is required, marks is required. These variables already declared. Now what we are doing? Initialization. Okay, the main purpose of constructor in Java is to perform initialization. Okay, to perform initialization, right? But in Python, okay, where we are declaring the variables, we should declare the variable inside the constructor only. This is the declaration and this is the initialization. Both the things we have to do here only. Remember that. Observe the difference, right? Array variables we have to declare somewhere, and within the constructor we have to perform initialization, right? Suppose here I didn't take into marks. Okay, I didn't take into marks, but here I'm taking this marks. Immediately compiler is going to give left and right. Hey, you are using this dot marks. Where is the marks variable? Where is the marks variable? Like, but in Python, here only we can declare. Here only we can perform initialization. That's why we can use the word the main purpose of constructor is to declare and initialize initialize instance variables. Remember this one, to declare and initialize instance variables. Remember a bit very carefully, sir. We are declaring instance variables which are required for the object. At the same time, we are performing initialization also. So that is the purpose. Have you observed? The name itself indicates init. Init. What is the meaning of init? Init means okay, initialization. Initialization. Have you observed, right? Initialization, to declare and initialize instance variable. For that purpose, we can use a constructor. Array for this object, which properties are required? Which properties are required? Who is going to decide? Constructor itself is the responsible to decide. Next, the values I have to assign. Who is going to take care initialization? Constructor is the responsible to perform initialization. In general, where we have to declare object related variables inside constructor, where we have to perform initialization for those variables inside constructor. Yes, are you feeling comfortable? Okay, yeah, Ms. Palam, at last we will discuss about your general doubt. Yeah, any doubt about these things? Clear, right? What is the purpose of constructor? Okay, like now have a look once, sir. Whenever we are creating an object, now listen very carefully. Now listen very carefully, sir. Whenever we are creating an object like this, what will happen here is, 1 minute, let me open so that you people can feel more comfortable. Okay, here just observe that this is the code what I have. Okay, same code only, right? Now, whenever I'm trying to create an object, now observe that. Now you will get much clarity. What will happen? Now, because of this, an object got created. Okay, and by passing these values as argument, so Python virtual machine will call constructor. Okay, now name, roll number, marks. Name will become Sunny, roll number will become 101 and 90. By passing these things as the arguments, Python virtual machine will call constructor automatically. Sir, now my question is, before constructor execution, object is ready. Object is ready, but there is no variables in that, so there are no data members in that. So which data members are there? What is the value of these data member? Who is going to decide? Sir, our constructor is going to decide. Okay, like now self, it is providing self, okay, to refer current object. Can you please confirm what is the purpose of self? What is the purpose of self? We respond. Who is the responsible to provide self? Okay, Python virtual machine will provide, okay, self reference variable to access this object. Now self dot name, remember that current object contain instance variable name is equal to, so whatever value you passed, that value is the Sunny by default will be initialized. Next, self dot roll number is equal to 101. Self dot marks is equal to some 90. Okay, like now once a constructor completed, remember carefully, right? Once a constructor completed, now so this object is going to get instance variable and the corresponding values. Any doubt? Are you feeling comfortable? So now what is the purpose of self? Self is always going to be used to refer current object, because to provide instance variable, to access instance variable, yes, a self must be required. That's why Python virtual machine is always going to provide self for us. Okay, like now we are passing Sunny 101 90 we are passing. Now with that automatically the variables will be created and the values will be initialized. Okay, suppose I didn't take this line. Assume that I didn't take this line, even it is valid, no problem at all. but my object contain how many instance variables? Can you please confirm? Even you are passing 3 values, but my object contain only 2 variables. Only 2 variables. Observe carefully. Okay, only 2 variables. Even you are passing 90, 90 is the value of marks. It is just a variable. But by using self, you declare 2 variables. That's why our object can contain only 2 instance variables. Clear? Suppose next I'm trying to take, okay, s2, another object I'm trying to take. S2 is equal to sir bunny. S2 is equal to bunny. Next 102 sir, here 95, like this I'm trying to take, sir. Bunny 102 95, something like I'm trying to take. Now take a bit very special care about this one. Okay, whenever you are creating an object, automatically Python virtual machine created one raw object without having any variables, without having any data. Now, so to refer this object, so here self will be created by Python virtual machine. By passing that, PVM is going to call constructor. Okay, self is ready. And the remaining 3 variables it is expecting your provided data. Now constructor is going to be executed. Self means current object. This current object name is equal to bunny. Current object roll number is equal to 102. Current object marks is equal to 95. Yes, constructor completed. So once we completed the constructor, now variables are ready, data is ready. Now for this newly created object, we are providing s2 reference variable. Friends, everyone in the position to understand. So what is the purpose of constructor? To perform, to declare, and to perform initialization. To declare and to perform initialization. Okay, like that is the purpose of constructor. The name itself indicates, right? Init means initialization. Clear? Okay. So this is one important conclusion, right? Okay. Next, I have one more thing is there, sir. Yes, student of Bunny 10155. Is it valid or not? Why not? Why not, Narendra? If you are not, if you are not, you don't want to provide any reference variable. Just sorry. If you don't want to provide any reference variable like this, are you feeling is it valid or not? Yes, Narendra. Is it your doubt? Yeah, here just observe that. What will happen? I'm not using reference variable, friends. Yes, is it valid or not? Yes, why not? Why not? But this object, so you are creating an object, you are creating an object, you are performing initialization, but you are not using that object. You can't, you won't use that object. Then this object is by default eligible for garbage collection. Are you getting right? It is eligible for garbage collection. Then why you are creating this useless object? Just syntactically, it is a valid. But in Java, if you can ask this question, Java compiler is going to give left and right. Okay, compulsory, you should provide reference variable for the object. Otherwise, compiler won't accept in Java. But in Python, no problem at all. Python is not that much strong. So now, is it okay? Self dot self is equal to self. No, the first argument, whatever we are passing, it is already initialized. It is already initialized to refer current object. Self dot self is equal to self. We are not going to specify self. Okay, like Chandan, it is invalid because yes, yesterday I showed this one. Self is equal to 10. Self is equal to 10. So it is if you are not passing the value, then only 10 is going to consider. Correct time? If you are not passing the value, then only 10 is going to be considered. 10 itself is going to be considered. Default argument. Default argument. This is what a default argument. Now observe carefully. Have you observed, right? Non-default argument follows default argument. Okay, non-default argument follows because after default argument you should not take remaining arguments. Yes, there is in the functions we covered. Okay, compulsory the value, compulsory the value to the self is always going to be provided by Python virtual machine. Whereas itself is valid. Okay, next one more point, sir. One more important point. Constructor can take how many arguments? Can you please tell? Constructor can take how many arguments? How many arguments will be there inside a constructor? Yes, constructor should constructor, sir, should take at least one argument must be compulsory. So at least self must be compulsory required. Okay, remember, self must be compulsory required. If you are not taking without a self, it is always a problem. Remember that compulsory self must be required to refer current object. Okay, like next, one more example I want to talk. Sir, here, if I can take class test. Now listen very carefully, sir. Very carefully. Sir, def m1 I'm taking. It is the instance method. Okay, print of method execution. Okay, like I'm trying to take method execution like now, sir, yam I wrote any constructor? Can you please confirm? Yam I wrote any constructor? No, we didn't write any constructor. T is equal to test I'm taking. Can you please observe, is this line is a valid or not? Yes, is this line is a valid or not? Okay, remember that valid, because the reason is, if you are not taking constructor, Python virtual machine will provide a default constructor. Okay, now default constructor will be provided by Python virtual machine. Remember this one, sir. So here default constructor, default constructor will be executed, which is provided by Python virtual machine. Remember that. I'm not taking any constructor, but still this line itself is the valid. What the reason for that is, yes, a default constructor will be provided by Python virtual machine. Now object is ready. T.m1. Now by using that object, can you please call this method? Is it valid or not? Is it valid or not? Yes, itself is the valid. There is no problem at all. Method execution. So within the Python class, constructor is always optional. Within the Python class, constructor is optional. Okay, if we are not providing, constructor, okay, default constructor default constructor will be provided by Python virtual machine. Okay, like, so some people are going to feel, sir, you are creating an object but you didn't specify any constructor. How would it valid? Because a default constructor will be provided internally by the Python virtual machine. Whenever we are creating an object, that a default constructor is going to be executed. Then immediately some people are asking, so if the default constructor is going to execute, which variables will be allocated for this internally for this object? Which instance variables are there? Don't know. We are not having any instance variables. Okay, because of the PVM aware, our own variables not there. Naveen. Naveen is always ready. Okay, he's asking, then it is better not to write constructor. If you are not going to write the constructor, how you can specify name, roll number, marks for the student object? Okay, your object is always a blank object without having the data. Without having the data, blank object, what is the use of this object? Meaningless. Getting, Naveen? Okay. Don't try to say, oh, constructor, we are not required to write. That's why very happy point this is. Don't feel. Okay, even you are not writing, even we are not writing. Okay, nothing will happen. But what about properties? What about properties? Like it is the problem, right? Next, object is ready. Object is ready. Now on that object you can call M1. No problem at all. So in M1, print only. Suppose I want to ask, array this T object contain some X property, Y property. Can you please print X value, Y value? Sorry, man. In this case, my object is the blank object which is not having any data. Okay, as of now. Yes. One wonderful doubt asked by okay, someone is asked, Ramsai is asking about this question. Can we initialize variables outside of constructor? Okay. So for this, what answer I can tell? Yes or no? Yes or no? Can we initialize variables outside of constructor? Yes or no? Okay. As of now, I don't want to create any confusion. Okay. Keep this as a blank. Don't. Okay. Keep this as a blank. Yeah. Okay, so as of now, no such type of doubt. Unnecessary, you are going to get confusion. We will discuss in detail. Big stories are there about that. Okay, slowly we have to get. As of now, we are performing, we are declaring variables, we are performing initialization inside constructor. As of now, just aware. Do you have any other places? May not. Why not? Okay. Okay. Sir, clear? Any doubt? If we are not providing constructor, then the default constructor will be executed. Okay, remember constructor is always optional. Okay, like how many points are coming about constructors, man? Good postmortem. Okay, now the next one, listen very carefully, sir. Eighth point. Okay, very important conclusion is after creating object, self is already reference to the object, then why we have to use a reference variable? Oh, good. Who is asking this one? Naveen. 1 minute. After creating an object, self already referring to the object, then why we have to use a reference variable? Okay, when self is pointing to that object. Okay, now observe that an object got created, an object got created. Now whatever value to refer this object will be provided by the Python virtual machine as the argument to the constructor. At the time of calling, this address will be assigned to the self. Remember a bit very carefully. Because of this address will be assigned to the self. Because of that, now self is coming. Getting what thing is happening? Oi, Naveen. So self directly by default self won't be created. Python virtual machine will provide address of the object to the self variable while calling constructor. Now I want to call the constructor. Okay, init like self. When who is the responsible to provide value to the self? Who is the responsible to provide value to the self? Okay, Python virtual machine. After providing value, okay, after providing address of the object to the self, then only self acts as reference to current object. Okay, remember that's why it can be any name, need not be self, any name. But when this person will get will refer, once Python virtual machine will provide address of that object to this, once initialization is happen, then only we can use this to refer that object. Naveen, getting right? Okay, now here the next conclusion here, legend carefully, right? Sir, class test. Listen a bit very carefully. One more important conclusion. Init of self print constructor execution. Okay, well, T is equal to test. How many times constructor will be executed? Yes, friends. How many times constructor will be executed? Only once, because we created only one object. Perfect. No doubt at all. Yes, only one, only one, sir. Now, T dot, I told it is a special method or not. Constructor is a special method or not? Yes, yes, it is a special method, special instance method. T dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore like. Yeah, I'm calling that. Is it valid or invalid? Now I'm calling constructor explicitly just like a method. Explicitly just like a method. Now second time constructor will be executed or not? Yes. Can you please confirm? Okay. So the first question, is it possible to call constructor explicitly or not? This is my doubt. Okay. Is it possible to call constructor explicitly, explicitly or not? Yeah. The answer for that is yes or no? Possible or not possible? Yes, so the answer for that is okay. We can call constructor explicitly. Then it will be executed. It will be executed just like a normal method. It will be executed just like a normal method. Okay, remember. Now here, because of this line, constructor already executed. Because of this line, again constructor is going to execute. What the answers are, two times constructor got executed. Okay, like now here, just observe that how many times, multiple times constructor is going to be executed. But now take very special care about this one. Okay, like what is that point is, so these many times constructor executed, these many objects got created or not? Respond. These many objects got created or not? No. Okay. So it is executed just like a normal method, and the new object won't be created. Remember this one. And a new object won't be created. Something like a baby boy or girl just born, just born. Now constructor is going to execute to perform initialization. Okay, after first year, after 1 year, now sir, again birthday is going to come, again birthday is going to come, again birthday is going to come. For every birthday, a new baby is not going to be is not going to be born. Have you observed? Okay, so we can call constructor explicitly, then it will be executed just like a normal method, and the new object won't be created. Remember that. Okay, sir, what is the meaning? First, what is the need of calling constructor? No, but there are some smart students are there. Sir, can I call constructor? You told it's a special method. Can I call constructor manually or not? Array, why not? You can call, no problem. It will be executed. It will be executed just like a normal method. Clear, right? Okay, but who is going to call? We never going to call like this. But syntactically, is it valid or not? I showed. Sir, where is the proof for that? Where is the proof? Where is the proof for that? You may ask. Every time, every time, let me print, let me print ID of self. Every time, let me print ID of self. If I can take ID of self, so how many objects got created in our total program? Can you please confirm how many objects got created in our total program? Sir, only one. That's why only one. Every time it is going to print the same address, because new objects are going to be created. I told right. Can you please cross check? Every time, is it the same address or not? Self is always pointing to the same object or not? Yes. Okay. Means that multiple objects are not created, sir. Only one object got created. Any doubt? Hemant, we will discuss. Not yet completed constructors concept. Okay. Then Anita, why? So, sir, why we are using constructor? Clear, right? Okay. Up to this. Okay. Now the next question. Here, listen carefully about this next point. Very important, sir. Please take a bit special care. Okay. Now my question is, I'm taking class test. Listen very carefully, sir. Class test. DEF DEF underscore underscore init underscore underscore self I'm taking. Print print no arg constructor. Okay. Can I use this word here? Yes, correct. We can. The reason for that is we never going to worry about this because Python virtual machine is always going to provide the value. That's why my variables are not there. That's why no arg constructor. Okay, like now, now I'm taking one more constructor, self comma x. I have to pass x value. So one arg constructor like sir, now in my Python class, how many constructors we are taking? How many constructors? Just a print statement only. Don't worry. No arg. Kritika, no arg means I'm not whenever you are calling this one, I'm not required to pass any argument. That's why no arg. Because if you want to create an object in the first case, am I required to pass any argument? No. That's why I can use the word no arg. Even self is there. Self my Python virtual machine is going to provide value. That is not my argument value. I'm not required to pass anything. That's my intention. Now here, can you please observe that? Sir, first constructor taking one argument, second constructor taking two arguments. Of course, if you consider self and x, two arguments are there. Do you know in other languages like Java, if I can take class test, public void m1, public void m1, okay, of into x, like I have one method, public void m1, public void m1 of into x comma into y, like. Can you please tell for this m1 how many arguments are there? Please confirm. How many arguments? One argument. For this m1, how many arguments are there? Two arguments. Two arguments. Two methods having the same name but different arguments. Have you observed, right? But different number of arguments. Different number of arguments. These two methods are said to be overloaded methods. Remember this one. What is this concept? Overloaded methods. This is called method of overloading. Remember, overloaded methods, and this concept is called method of overloading. Okay, like now in Python, if I can take like this, can you please confirm? Is it valid or not? Of course, constructor overloading I'm taking, sir. In the first case, which constructor will be executed? Please confirm. In the first case, which constructor will be executed? I respond. Which constructor? First one. In the second case, which constructor will be executed? In the second, because you are passing the value, right? In the second, which constructor will be executed, right? Yes, second one is going to execute. Yeah, most of the people are going to feel like this. Take very, very special care. Python won't provide support for method overloading, constructor overloading, such type of terminology not applicable. Remember, okay? Sir, overloading constructor or method. In the next we will discuss constructor or method overloading not possible in Python. Okay, like so not possible in Python, sir. Okay, well, sir, if it is not possible, still I'm trying to declare, am I going to get any error? No, no error, no error. Even you are trying to declare no error, no error. Python virtual machine always consider, okay, the most recent constructor. Okay, means, sir, once you define the second one, automatically this is going to be gone. Okay, this won't be available to the Python virtual machine. This one replaced with this, because at a time how many init will be there, sir? Only one init. That's why Python virtual machine is always going to care about this one only. Okay, so if we are trying to declare, multiple constructors, if we are trying to declare multiple constructors, multiple constructor, sir, PVM will always consider only last constructor. PVM will always consider only last constructor. That's all. Wow. Feeling comfortable? Yes. There are multiple students asked this doubt. Overloading of the constructor, is it possible or not? Not only here, sir, even in the case of methods also, please take a bit special care. With the name, only one method is possible. With the same name, only one constructor is possible. That's why multiple constructors even you are taking, sorry, Python virtual machine will take only this one. Sir, now, if I can take like this, can you please confirm, is this line is valid or not? Please confirm. If I can take like this, is this line is the valid or not? Yes or no? Please respond. Please respond. If I can take like this, is this line is going to be considered or not? Sorry, it is invalid. It is invalid. Well, invalid. What is the reason for that? Is now, so am I passing any argument to the constructor? Please respond. Am I passing any argument here? No, no. But constructor is always expecting X argument or not? Yes, it's always expecting X argument, because this is not available. This is not available. Only this one is available. Python virtual machine is always going to consider was constructor is expecting X, but you are not providing that X value. Immediately error we are going to get. Type error, init, missing one required positional argument X. Clear, right? So whenever you declare multiple methods with the same name, only last method is going to be considered. Okay, like suppose if I can take 10, okay, like t is equal to test of 10. Is it valid or not? Is it valid or not? Yes, valid, because it is expecting one argument. Now I provided one argument, no problem at all. Yes, one arg constructor is going to execute. One arg constructor got executed. Clear? Yeah. So now constructor or method overloading not possible in Python. If we are trying to declare multiple constructor, PVM will always consider last constructor. That's it. Okay. Your 9 important conclusions about the constructors. Yes, completed, friends. Okay, now you can ask any doubt related to the constructor. Anita, she's always asking, sir, what is the purpose of constructor? What is the purpose of constructor? Yeah, Anita, can you please cross check? The main purpose of constructor is to declare and initialize instance variables. Okay, I want to perform to declare, initialize instance variables. Okay, like next, sir, there are some multiple doubts asked by Vinay. 1 minute. Yeah. Oh, one. Why I have only one doubt? Yeah. Can you please observe that what this doubt is? How we can create a new object with the different variables? What is the meaning of with the different variables means? With the different values or with the same values? Vinay, with the different variables you are talking? With the different variables, I mean the name of the variables also will be different. Okay, well, this part will be discussed soon, don't get confused. Okay, well, possible we'll discuss at that point. Yeah, if we have constructor and if we call this multiple times, like we have to call at the time of calling self, we should not pass. Remember this one. We should not pass at the time of calling self. At the time of calling self. Okay. If we should not pass, we should not like if we call this multiple time, then again if we call, yes, if we call, what will happen here? 1 minute, 1 minute. Have a look once, sir. Here, listen carefully about this one. Good point. Here, def underscore underscore init underscore underscore self comma name I'm taking, self comma name, self dot name is equal to name. Okay. Now my question is, every object contain how many variables are there? How many instance variables are there now? Yes, every object contain how many instance variable? Only one variable. Only one variable name. Only one variable name. Now t is equal to test of Durga. Okay. Now print of t dot name. Print of t dot name. Can you please confirm in this line? Because of this line, what will happen? Object already created. Object already created. Constructor is executing. Name is equal to Durga. Durga will be initialized and t is the reference variable for that. Now I ask t dot name. What is the answer we are going to get? Simply Durga. Any doubt? I respond Durga. Simply Durga. Now t dot on the same object I'm calling constructor. Bypassing. So whenever you are calling a constructor, compulsory it is expecting name. Now I'm trying to provide Sunny. Okay, Sunny. Print t dot name. Again I'm trying to print sir. Now observe that. Because of this, what will happen? Self dot name is equal to name. So for the current object, name variable already there or not? Yes, already there. So with which value? Durga is there. Now that Durga will be replaced with this Sunny because reinitialization is going to be happened. Okay. Now Durga will be gone. Only Sunny will be there. So second time print statement. What the answer we are going to get? Sunny. Yeah. Vinay, is your doubt got clarified? Vinay, yeah, okay, well. So how you can create a different instance variable for the newly created object? No problem. Slowly we will discuss that. As of now, possible, but how we will discuss later point of time. Yeah. Uh, do you have still you have any other doubts? If we have two classes, then it will raise an error. Why? Ram Sai. Ah, Ram Sai is asking one more doubt. Yeah, because all these coding familiarity is the good. You will get much coding familiarity. In the above example, if we have two classes, then it will raise an error because his intention is if two classes, but name of the constructor is always same. Which constructor is going to execute is the bigger doubt. Okay, for this person. Now here see this one. See this. Observe carefully. Class test name is there. Okay, class demo. Okay, def underscore underscore init of self I'm taking comma name. Let me take the same variable, no problem at all. Self dot name is equal to name. Okay, now sir, t is equal to demo of Sunny. T is equal to demo of Sunny. Sorry, test of Sunny. Okay, sir, d is equal to demo of demo of okay Sachin. Okay, like observe carefully. Now here, how many objects got created? Can you please confirm? Respond. How many objects got created? Okay, one is sun test object. Second one is the demo object. Two objects. For test object, name is so Sunny. For demo object, name is Sachin. Now t dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore of Bunny I'm taking. Bunny I'm taking. Now, which object value will be changed? Can you please? which object value will be changed? You are calling constructor on which object? T. T is a test object, so Sunny will be replaced with the Bunny. Okay, like now D dot underscore underscore init of underscore underscore init of, here I'm trying to take Dravid. Okay, which value will be changed, sir? Sachin will be changed with the with the Dravid, because D is the reference variable of demo. Yes, who asked this doubt? Is it got clarified? Even multiple classes are there, multiple times init is there. Don't worry, there is always a differentiation is there, sir. Clear? Okay, someone asked this doubt. Yeah, is there an alternative for method overloading? We are not using concept multiple times. No, Python is implemented like that. But anyway, operator overloading is already there. Okay. Now, someone asked about this doubt. Yeah. Why the following print hello only once, even though we called it two times? Wow, wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah. This is actually a good point. A good point. Let me talk. Sir, a small question. Let me ask this question in my own words. Okay, in my own words. Is it possible to declare to declare a method to declare a method, sir, method with the same class name, with the same class name is my doubt. With the same class name is my doubt. Okay, like sir, now with the same class name, like I'm trying to take. Okay, so is it possible or not? This is about my requirement, right? Sir, now observe that this person is writing wrong code. It is no way. Okay, it is a wrong code. It seems, if I can take like this, what the output we are going to get, if you want, you can cross check. Only hello is going to be print only once. What may be the reason for that? What may be the reason for that? This is the body. This is the body. Mm, how it is going to be interpreted? It is not a constructor. It is not a method. Maybe at the time of creating an object, we are creating an object automatically. Whatever the code is there inside that, it is going to be executed only once. Yeah, maybe something like initializer. Okay, static initializers, something like will be there whenever we are creating an object. So how many times this class is going to be loaded? Can you please confirm how many times this class is going to be loaded? Only once, only once. That's why maybe this one is going to execute only once. Okay, yeah. Here just observe, come back. Is it possible to declare a method with the same class name? With the same class name, can you please have a look once? Class test I'm taking, class test I'm taking, def test of self. Okay, so print a special method. Okay, like I'm trying to take. Can you please observe? T is equal to test. Yeah, is this method is going to be executed or not? Please confirm. Is this method is going to be executed or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? T is equal to test. T is equal to test. Either method is going to execute or not? No, 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 no. The reason for that is, here we are creating object. At the time of creating object, which thing will be executed, sir? Constructor will be executed. Constructor will be executed. Okay, will be executed, not this method. Constructor, default constructor won't print anything. That's why no output. Okay, like if I can take, sir, t dot test, t dot test. Now So I'm calling test method. Now the method will be executed. Observe carefully. Now the method will be executed, a special method. So clear, sir. Calling a method is the different, and the object creation is the different. Don't get confused. So sometimes in the interview room, just to check your knowledge, they may ask, "Are is there any method whose name its name is the same as the class name? Is it possible in Python or not? Why not? Yes, possible. No problem at all. Any doubt? Okay. Now come back to our constructors conclusions. Any point is it required to explain again? Please let me know. Still, if you are having the doubts, I will explain. Yeah, Ravali, who is asking this one? Nag. As of now, you have to initialize in the constructor only. Better to feel like that. As of now. Okay, someone is asking the doubt. Anyway, next one more. Here, see, sir, if it is t is equal to test of Sunny, t is equal to demo of Sachin, then t dot init, yeah, what will happen? What will happen? Same test constructor will be executed two times. Now last time what value you are passing, that value will be the final value. Anita, what is the purpose of constructor? The purpose of constructor is to perform initialization of an object, to declare instance variable, and to provide values to that instance variable we require to use. I told multiple times what you are doing, I don't know. Yes, friends. Viraj, don't ask cracking questions. This is object oriented programming. Okay, functional programming is the different. Can I define a function inside a constructor? Meaningless. Don't ask such a type of questions, because functional programming is the different. Object oriented programming is the different. This is where the question of using function. Okay. Yes, is there any function name outside of the class test? You can take, no problem at all. If you are going to take, the most recent is always going to be considered. Here just observe that there is one small doubt. Def test I'm taking. Def test I'm trying to take. Okay. Here just observe carefully, right? Def test I'm taking. This is print test function. Now have a look once how the things will be is going to be there. Sir, def test the function. Okay, like I'm trying to take. Now my question is here, see, sir, if I can take t is equal to test, what will happen in this case? Okay, t is equal to test, what will happen in this case? Now observe this. Is it going to call the function? Is it going to call the function, or object got created? Because the reason for that is it is this terminology override with this terminology. Have you observed? Yes, sir, this is the most recent, because same name you are defining. Array function is already available. Now class, this function terminology is no longer, only class terminology will be available. Just like second constructor. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So now can you please confirm among these, do you want me explain any point? Raja, even you are giving test, only test also same thing. Okay. Any explanation about these things? Point 7. Within the Python class constructor, if we are not providing constructor, default constructor will be provided by Python virtual machine. If Python virtual machine won't provide default constructor, how it is how it is going to how it is going to create an object? Compulsory, it will be provided. Viraj, it is always class only. Function won't be available because you used the same name for our class. Now this concept is going to be override with this concept. Okay, even you are not taking this one also. Okay, now we have only, okay, this class function no longer available. Yeah, have you observed? Now have a look once. Now have a look once. Now which one is available? Can you please confirm now which one is available? Now which one is available? Array, first function we define with the same name class I define. Next with the same name I define a function. Finally which is available? Finally which is available? Finally which is available? Function. Have you observed? Finally which is available? Function. That's why it is executing. Okay. It is something like from in top down, it is always going to consider the most recent. That's it. Okay. This is what you people should aware. Okay, like ah your doubt. Okay. If I can take like this, t is equal to test, what will happen? What will happen? Ramesh, you are to tell. What will happen? If I use t is equal to test, you are calling function. You are calling function. This function executed. Is this function is returning any value? Nothing. Default return of the function none. None will be assigned to t. None will be assigned to t. Okay. Shamik, get the size of CC dot get size of by using that how much memory allocated we can aware. Okay, but this type of coding just to discuss it is very interesting, but stupid kind of coding. Class name and a function name with the same class name and function name with the same name. If you are going to stupid kind of coding, worst. Okay, syntactically, so possible or not possible, like we are discussing. But what will happen is learning process. Okay, but in reality, are you going to follow all these things? Nothing. Clear, right? Okay. Yeah. So that's it. This is about how you can declare, how we can declare what are various important conclusions are there related to the constructor. Let me go for next cinema. Very important, sir. More time we spend already here. Okay, like yeah. Still some down. Sir, how is that without reference variable test is executed? Oi, I will give left and right summon. If I can take like this, if I can take like this, what is this one? Functions concept. Functions concept. Okay, remember in the functions, functions no self, such type of things are not there. Once oops concept started, you forgot functions, it seems. Okay, it is a function. Now it is executing, right? Okay, so better to whatever doubts you have, better to execute and better to confirm whether it is valid or not. Okay, so that's all. These are various things what we have to, what we require to talk about function, I mean constructors rules. So by this time, I hope related to the constructors, so everyone got complete picture. Most of your doubts already clarified, I hope. Is it clear, right? Okay, now the next thing, okay, what I have to discuss for you people, let me go for a small example. Okay, a small mini project kind of thing I have to discuss. But before that, anyway, tomorrow I will explain, but before that, a small important thing, let me talk, sir. So what is the difference between constructor and a method? Maybe a chance to ask in the interview room. Difference between constructor and a method. You should have clear difference, right? Okay, what difference is there between the constructor and the method? Okay, method is a special class only. Okay, like, but method itself constructor is a special method, but what the difference, right? Sir, here listen a bit very carefully about this terminology. Okay, assume just a basic idea, just I'm trying to take method, and then this one is constructor. Okay, like, sir, method and name can be anything or not? Can you please confirm? Yes, friend. Method and name can be anything or not? Can be anything, no problem at all. But the constructor name should be, please confirm, constructor name should be underscore init underscore only. Okay, here for the constructor you are not having the choice, but method and name you can take m1, you can take m2, or you can take anything, no problem at all. Okay, next, constructor will be executed automatically or not? Yes, either constructor will execute automatically or not? Yes, will be executed automatically whenever you are creating an object. But the methods won't be executed automatically. Methods won't be executed automatically. We have to call explicitly. We require to call explicitly. So then only whenever you are calling, then only it will be executed. But worry about constructors, sir, it will be executed automatically. Automatically constructors will be executed automatically whenever we are creating an object. Whenever we are creating an object. Whenever we are creating an object, remember this one. Next, very important terminal, very important point, sir. Next point. Per object, how many times method will be executed? Can you please confirm? Per object, how many times we can call method? Method per object, object. Okay, sir, how many times we can call method? We can call method any number of times, no restriction. Any number of times, we can. But constructor per object, how many times it will be executed, sir? Only once. Okay, per object constructor will be executed only once. Remember this one. Of course, unless and until if you are not calling explicitly, by default it will be executed per object only once. Only once. Next, if you consider, yes, here inside method, which code we require to take, sir? Okay, suppose I have class test is there. Okay, class test is there. Assume that def here just init. Okay, self comma name comma age I'm taking, sir. Okay, just observe, I have class person is there, like, now here our class employee is there. Okay, like age, okay, salary, like I'm trying to take. Now self dot name is equal to name, self dot name is equal to name, self dot age is equal to age, self dot salary is equal to salary, like I'm trying to take. Okay, now the get get sir get salary, bonus salary, something like get bonus get bonus of self I'm trying to take, sir. Now observe that. Okay, so bonus is equal to self dot salary, self dot salary into 0.1 into 0.1, something like I'm trying to take return bonus, like I'm taking, sir. Now have a look once. Array 10%. 10% of his salary will become bonus. 10% of his salary will become bonus, something like I'm taking. Now observe, E is equal to employee, E is equal to employee of Durga. Next, name Durga. Age some 60 years. Next, salary. Assume that. Okay. So, 10,000 like this I'm trying to take. Now print E dot get a bonus. E dot get a bonus like I'm asking, sir. Can you please observe how much bonus we are going to get? Yes, friend. Get bonus. How much bonus we are going to get? Yes, self dot salary into 0.1. So 10,000 into 0.1 means 1,000 only. 1,000 only, like. Now observe 1,000 only we are getting. Now the point here is, what is the role of constructor? What is the role of constructor? What is the role of method? Usually inside a method we can take business logic. Whatever business requirements you have, we have to write a business logic. But inside a constructor, the code is not for business logic. The code is always meant for declaring and initializing instance variable. Remember this one, sir. So here just my next point is the very important, sir. Inside method, inside method, inside method, we can write we can write business logic. We can write business logic based on our requirement. Okay, inside method we can write business logic based on our programming requirement. Remember this one, sir. But inside constructor, what code we have to take? Inside constructor, we have to declare, we have to write code to declare and initialize instance variables. Okay, that's it. Any doubt about this terminology? Can you please confirm what is the difference between method and a constructor? Yes, if any person is asking, can you please tell the difference between normal method and a constructor? Okay, these points happily you can include. So business logic, whatever program based on our programming requirement, we have to write the business logic inside a method. Okay, but inside a constructor, it's always a good programming practice to declare and initialize instance variable. Okay, I want to write business logic inside constructor means not a good programming practice. Yeah, feeling comfortable? Yes, that's what you people should aware. Okay, so now better to refer the previous videos and I mean these whoops videos at least the first 1 week. Compulsory you require to refer again until getting complete picture, because these terminologies are not a new terminology. That's why please take a bit special care. Okay, now yeah, can you please Any doubts? Can you please, you can ask. Advanced Python videos on Durgasoft app is not a downloadable mode like core Python video. Let me, we will check, Alam. Okay, nothing, Bhuvanesh. What you have to do, you have to refer again, then automatically you will get much clarity. Because if you are not having clear picture on the discussed things, then the remaining things will become difficult. So Python oops concept, you can expect much more and more from me, but you have to take a bit special care. Okay, just we can complete in 2 sessions or 3 sessions oops concept, but it's not good. At least 20 days to 1 month we have to spend. Okay, yeah, any other doubts? 7th September video not uploaded. Yes, we will check, Roma. I will take care. Yeah, I will share today in the drive these running notes also. Don't worry. Can you please download after this session? Okay, I will share this, okay, in our drive. Can you please, okay, download the running notes? You are not getting videos. 7, 8, 9 videos. Suman, why man? In the app, in the website, you are not seeing the videos, not uploaded. But in the web not available, but in the app available. Okay, let me check. Because in the same drive only. Yeah, can you please change your browser, because from the same interface we require to upload. Okay, that's why app separate upload, next website separate upload won't be there. Once we upload, it is available by default in the iOS app, Android app, and website. Can you please log out and log in again and check? Yes, clear your cache if any, and then just can you please log in again? Okay, so once we uploaded one video from the dashboard, it is available to the website, it is available to the Android app, it is available to the iOS app. There is no separate upload. Okay, that's why if in the browser, if you are not seeing the videos, what you can do is, can you please change your browser and log in again, clear cache, reset network settings, and then you can. Next, in the app, if it is not reflecting, can you please so what you can uninstall the app and then install again. Okay, yes, right, sir. Thanks. Tomorrow we will discuss for this. Yeah, that's what, Suman, can you please do that? We uploaded already.